Right, another quick video. Worked really hard yesterday on my wax paintings and mounting them and perfuming them up. So, and I got home and I got to be honest, I just thought I'm going to watch a bit of Theme Park Worldwide. Yeah. So what happened today? Anyway, one thing that happened yesterday is I won something on eBay that I'm very excited about. I've been trying to get one for a while now. They're quite easy, but I always seem to be outbidded because I only pay a certain price. I can't go mad. But I've bought something that is really exciting for the experience. That will be in its very own little space. And you have to open the door to see it, and inside is outside the door. It's going to go, why did they do this to me? And inside is the item, and I'll show the item in a couple of days' time to you, a couple of years' time, a couple of days' time, with what it is, and then I'll talk about it more there. But yeah, I was going to say something. Oh yes, today I'm having my haircut. And it's about time. We had a strange lockdown haircut situation because on the 23rd of March, on the big day of the change, I had actually started a night job. I decided my older brother, Dr. Paul Banford, a very sensible man, very unflappable man, had actually got in touch with me late February, early March, and said, Dave, something's happening, something's coming. And he's sort of in the field to a certain extent. And so he talked to people who had knowledge, and he said, there's something coming, it's big, you've got to be prepared for it. And I thought, well, if I'm going to have no money for a certain amount of time, I've got to do something about this, and I've got to do something fast. So I went to an agency and I got a night job at Bot, up the road where Jake works. Jake. But he actually, so yes, I started on the 23rd, and they came up to me at the end of my shift, and I remember being there thinking, God, if it's come to this, to keep going, but I've got to keep going, I've got to keep the dream alive. I'd also been in touch with my bank as well a week before that to up my overdraft, because I thought I'll need to have some cash flow because we're just coming out of the slowest time of the year. We're just coming out of winter, and I haven't. If we're shut now, I'm not going to have any cash flow. So I rang up and gave all the information for an overdraft increase. And then on the 23rd that evening, well, the early morning of the 24th, they came up and had a word with me after finishing a night shift and said, you've worked really hard there. Have you used this machine before? I said, no. He said, very impressive. He said, unfortunately, we're going to shut down tomorrow. I went, oh, okay. He said, so we don't need you? I went, okay. So I went home, and that morning I rang up the bank because they hadn't got back in touch with me. And they said, no, we're not going to give you an overdraft facility. I found out later that they all knew as well. Everybody knew something was going to occur, so they didn't want to do anything at all to anybody. So they just said no, and I just thought, well, that's it. It's the end. We're in shut down. The shop's closed. I got no income. I can't up my overdraft, and that's the end. So I did any sensible thing that anybody would do in that situation. I went and bought myself a couple of bottles of wine, some beers. Don't have spirits. 20th of December is when I buy spirits. And got paralytically drunk. Well, not paralytically drunk. Unfortunately, I can't get really drunk on that. I got drunk anyway. And I went upstairs on the evening in a drunken slumber, and I looked into the mirror in the bathroom, and I saw this fat, long-haired, longer than this, prat of a man, a failure of a man. And I saw Jake comes home and gets his mum to cut his hair, and so he leaves his shaver here, and I saw it at the side of it's a rechargeable one. I saw it in the bathroom, so I grabbed hold of it. Luckily, it had an attachment on it, and I just went started cutting all my hair off. And T came into the bathroom to go to the loo and looked at me and went, oh no, what have you done? What have you done? And it was stumpy, it was shorty, this bitty was short, I can't remember everything. It was a real mess. And then she actually cut it as best she could. She said, but I can't do anything with the front because that's really short. This was like, down to like half a centimetre here. so she and she wouldn't shave it all off. So I've been going on with this clumpy hair that's grown all in different directions. But today she's going to cut it, and I've asked her to cut it as far and as deep as she will. So I'm going to have another haircut today. So what a long waffle on a haircut. But at least I did a marathon bar, wasn't that? But yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, eh, chaps? Anyway, I can get this right. I'm waffling now, so it's time to say goodbye.